Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen and this is Jen Restyle and Fashion. And this week I'm coming to you with a denim upcycle where I will be taking a pair of jeans and turning it into this really cute hobo bag. This project is so much fun and I strongly recommend this project for gift giving. Like if you're looking for something special to give to someone that'll be meaningful and you can add your own personal touch, this denim hobo bag is for you. All right, let's get into it. All right, we're gonna get started with this pair of jeans, but first I want to show you the bag that I made before. You guys have probably seen this in a previous video, but this is what the bag is going to essentially look like. It's very roomy. It's just a nice, cute little easy bag to make. So these are the jeans that we're starting with. I previously removed the pockets because I used them on a different project. These are the pair of jeans that we're going to use for this project. The first thing you want to decide is how long do you want the bag to be. So for my other one, this one measures about, I can tell you exactly, this one measures 24 inches because that's the length of the zipper. So this one is a 24 inch. So I think we're going to stay in the 24 inch length. So I'm just going to use this is a 24 inch zipper. Okay, so I'm going to put a pin right here, and that is, so here's the full length of the jeans. Okay, it's the full length. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut right here. Now these are my good scissors. Sometimes I have to take my rings off when I cut and when I sew because it gets caught. I think these are the good pair, so. Okay, so we cut that. And so that's basically how long the bag is gonna be. All right, minus the seam allowances. All right, so the next thing that we wanna do is we're going to cut in the crotch area because this is where we're going to place the zipper. Now the zipper I'm using is a 24 inch heavy jacket zipper. You don't have to use this, but I'm using it for this project, okay? Because I just decided that's what I want to use. And yes, it's white. I don't mind having a little contrast. I think a little contrast is nice. You can use whatever color you want. I know someone asked me on a previous project, why was I using a green zipper on a blue skirt? Because I wanted it to stand out. Simple as that. I like it to be a little different, and that's just my style. But you don't feel like you have to do that. Okay, so now we're gonna open up the crotch area. We're gonna take the scissors and I'm going to cut just on the outside of this seam all the way down. So I'm gonna start in the crotch and I'm going to cut just a little cut there so that I can get the scissors in there. And then I'm going to cut right next to that seam, just like that. And I'm gonna go up kind of high because I don't want to be restricted. When I put my hand in there, I want to have plenty room. If I want to ball up a sweater and stick it in there, I want to have enough room. So I'm gonna cut this side up, and we're gonna make sure that we stop at the same place on each side. So we're gonna find, this is where I stopped over here, and I'm just gonna put a pin right there so that I know exactly where to stop. Okay, so there we go. Let me make sure that that is wide enough. I think that's good. I think that gives me a good feeling there. Okay, so now we have that cut. Now these pieces we're gonna use for something else later, okay? So we're just gonna put those to the side. All right, so the second thing that you wanna do is start to work on the zipper, okay? So what I like to do, I'm just gonna take this staple out of there. Okay, so this is gonna be the outside of my bag because you're gonna see the zipper fly, the button, the pockets. And I'm gonna start my zipper here. So what I'm gonna do is take the one side of the zipper and I'm gonna take the zipper all the way up and just leave a tiny little space here in the front, and I'm gonna pin this all the way down. Okay, so I'm just taking the seam and putting it next to the teeth all the way down. Okay. All right, we're coming up on the crotch area. I just want you all to be careful. If you're on a household machine, you want to make sure that you're taking your time because this is a very thick area. Now, normally I'd be doing this on my industrial, but I want you guys, I feel like most of you all have a regular household machine like this, so that's why I'm doing it on here. But I want to show you how slow I take it. When I get to that thicker area, I just make sure I go slow. My machine will let me know, yep. My machine will stop. It will not, it will be like, look lady, it's not happening. So I'm going to lower my foot and I'm going to go just past it and come back down. There we go. And just finish on the other side. Pin out, and then we're just going to keep stitching, and then take this tail, see this part here, I just folded it back so that it's out of the way, and stitch down. And then I'm doing a little back stitch, and we got it. Okay, so now we have one side completely sewn down. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to go to the other side. Okay, tuck that under, lay that open, and now the other side is just raw, okay? The other side is just a raw edge. It doesn't have this seam on it, but we're gonna fold it over just like a 1/4 of an inch, lay it on top, and we're gonna pin it, okay? I'm keeping it zipped closed instead of opening it up. I know that would probably make it easier, but I don't want it to move around. I want it to be right in place. So see how we have this here? I want to make sure it's right in place. So I'm going to go all the way down. I'm folding it over, putting it next to that zipper, and then I am pinning. Just like that. Fold it, put it next to the zipper, and then pin. Okay? Once I pin that all the way down, I'm gonna unzip it and stitch it. So I'll be right back. All right, we have everything pinned on the other side all the way down. Now we're going to unzip the zipper all the way, push all of this fabric to the side, and we're gonna stitch down just like we did on the other side. Okay. Okay, so now we have both sides done. Okay, I'm just gonna go in and tack this down just so that we have a nice clean finish there, but otherwise we have our zipper. Okay. All right, so for now we're gonna keep this open because we're gonna need to maneuver some things around, so we need to keep it open. Let's go, oh, we can do it right here. I was gonna go back to the sewing table, but now this area here is the bottom of the bag, so it's important that this down here is very secure. Now, I'm gonna show you the really quick and dirty way to get this done. But there are other ways that you can get it done. We are just gonna stitch right across the bottom, okay? However, this piece and area in here is gonna be a little more challenging. I'm gonna make the front even with the back. So we are pinning and pinning, okay? We're gonna stitch across the bottom. When I get to this section here, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and button it because I don't want it to be difficult to button afterwards. I am taking the back part of the waistband and I'm pushing it inside. And then that way we only have the top part, the belt loop, and then the waistband. So can you see how I'm sandwiching that together so that there's less in there? Okay, now I'm gonna stitch over it several times. I'm also going to zigzag stitch across the bottom. Now, you can use Stitch Witch on the inside, Heat and Bond on the inside, and you can just run yourself a strip in here, press it, and that will secure it more if you feel like you need it. But I feel like if you sew over this a few times, you should have no problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew the bottom. It's really important that you put your zipper in first before you sew the bottom. All right, I'm going to sew very slowly because we also have the belt loops in there. I'm gonna do a back stitch, and I'm gonna go slowly when I get to my belt loops. Ideally, I would be sewing this on an industrial machine and it would make it a lot easier, but for those of you who are using a household machine, you might want to take off the one side of the belt loop using a seam ripper and then tack it back on afterwards. That will lessen the amount of fabric that's under the presser foot. Look at how the needle goes on and off, on, off, on, off. You see that? So we're gonna do that and go very slowly on off. My machine was like, nope, we're not having it. Now we're just gonna do a straight stitch here. Yep, and then we're good till we get to the next one. See how we've got the zigzag in here? And then I'm just gonna go in and reinforce in there. I'm gonna sew that down, and then we got the bottom of our bag done. Just zoom out so you guys can see. The bottom part of the bag is done. We'll be back for the handle. Okay, we are almost done. A couple of things that I want to do. I grabbed a few brooches because I have so many, but I thought brooches would be a nice like addition to this bag, and I thought maybe I could do like a cluster of them in the far like right or left corner, depends on how you look at it. If you don't have a ton of brooches to spare on a jacket, on a bag like this, you could definitely sew on patches. You could make flowers out of denim. You could use any kind of, you could even glue on beads or pearls or something like that just to adorn the bag. Pull some of the threads out. All right, so now I'm gonna show you how to create this handle. All right, so what you want to do is start with the inseams, okay? Match those up together right here, okay? And then the only reason I'm going to pin horizontally is because we have to turn this. So I am matching up the raw edges all the way around. Okay, still matching. I'm gonna go as far as I can. Now you'll only be able to go so far because the fabric will start to stretch and pull because you've already started pinning it together. So I'm still bringing this together, putting a pin in there. I'm going as far as I can. We'll keep going. You can go just a little bit further. I think this will probably be the last one. Okay, so on the outside, it's looking like that. Okay, now you want to carefully go put your hand inside, go down the leg, and you want to reach in and carefully pull this through. Be careful because those pins are in there and you will get stuck. So just carefully pull it all the way through. So now you have the wrong sides showing towards you, and you can see where I stopped pinning right there. And so now I'm going to pin vertically and finish pinning the rest of the way around like that. And then I'm going to take these other pins and pin them vertically, making sure that my seams are matched up. Vertical just makes it easier when you're sewing, because we're going to close this up. All right. Now we're just going to sew all the way around. Let's go to the sewing machine. So my seam allowance is about 5/8. But I did give myself a little extra just in case. So now we're coming up on the end. And then I'm just going to do a little back stitch there. Cut my thread. Roll this out of the way. And so that's what we have sewn all the way around. And then we're just going to pull this through. And now we have our handle. And then we can close the bag. Oh, I didn't. Okay. So we're going to zip the bag. And now we have our little like hobo bag. In the front, it looks like this. And then in the back, we got some little, actually those might look better a little higher up. I really like the way this turned out. I'm gonna zip it back up because I opened it up to redo. Look at that. I think that's so cute to have those little brooches down the side. I think I'll put the brooches on the front. So I think that is so cute. Look at that. And just imagine if you did like more brooches on there. But this is such a cute little bag that's so easy to put together that you can give for a gift. It looks really dark over here in this corner. I don't know why it looks so dark. My battery's about to run out, but we're done. But this is such a cute bag. I think it's great. I did fold over at the top just to make it a little more narrow, but you can stitch that if you want to, or you can leave it wide, and then that's the other side. Okay, I'm back with better lighting. So this was the first bag that I made, and this one is a lighter denim. I didn't do any extras on it, no patchwork, no nothing, just, and I use it quite a bit. I actually use it when I'm at shows, just because it's so big and it carries so much. I did leave the pockets on this one, and I did stitch down the front pockets. And then on this one, I turned it inside out and stitched on the inside, and then I reattached the belt loop. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do it. You can get creative with that. So that's one, that's the first one. And then this one is the one that we just made. And again, I am loving these brooches being on here, but I can see this one getting embellished a little more with like some patches or pearls, beads, jewels, anything like that I think is good. So these are just two bags. Let me know if you all want to see more denim upcycle bags. Yeah, let me know if you want to see more of these. I have some other ones that are pretty simple to do. Here we go. Thanks so much for watching and joining me creating this bag. I hope that it inspired you and sparked your creativity to create something similar. Don't forget to give me a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.